Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. Today's video is going to be the continuation of the Prestige class videos. We are in the Draconomican. We are from 3rd edition D&D. We are going to be looking up the dragonkith and going over the Prestige class piece by piece. I will be telling you how to modify it for Pathfinder. I'll also be giving my opinions on it, which don't have to match your opinions in any way. So, because some prestige classes I reviewed I don't like. It just is what it is. It doesn't mean that's a bad prestige class unless I'm comparing it to power-wise, which is what I'm trying to do. So, just look at it amongst those terms. And if you always want to, try out a prestige class, see if it actually fits what you expect. So, if you have the Draconomicon, we're on page 123, the dragonkith. The requirements for this prestige class is you need to have a base attack bonus of +6. You have to have the feats alertness and endurance. So feats, in my opinion, that are not that great. You have to have skills, knowledge, arcana, 4 ranks. So that's the only skill you need. You need to know draconic. And then special, you must be chosen by a dragon of the same alignment. If a dragonkith ever ceases its relationship with the dragon, or the dragon dies, the character loses all special abilities gained from this prestige class. So, you need to have... almost any character could join this, but it's more towards the fighter type. Because the base attack bonus. If you wait for a cleric or a wizard to get that base attack bonus, it's going to take a while. So the hit dice for this is a D8. So when you gain a level as a dragonkith, you gain D8 hit points. Your skill points per level is 4 plus intelligence modifier. So without further ado, we'll dive into the leveling table. And then we'll go back and read the abilities that the dragonkith get. So, the base attack bonus a dragonkith gets is equal to a fighter. From 1st level to 10th level, they gain a +1 to their base attack bonus every level. Their fortitude save is their best save. So, it starts at a +2 and will max out at a +7 from the prestige class. Remember, that stacks with your other classes. So, their reflex and will saves are their worst saves. They start at a +0, and by the time you're 10th level in the prestige class, you'll gain a +3 from the prestige class for those saves. At 1st level, you gain scales, which is a natural armor +1 and telepathic plea. At 2nd level, you gain mighty attack +1d6. At 3rd level, you get detect treasure and resist energy 5. At 4th level, you get scales, natural armor +2, and telepathic link. At 5th level, you get mighty attack +2d6. At 6th level, you get sorcerer's knack. At 7th level, you get scales, natural armor +3, energy resistance 10. At 8th level, you get mighty attack +3d6. At 9th level, you get energy resistance 15 and share spells. At 10th level, you get scales, natural armor +4. So just looking at that, seeing what some of these things are like in bigger detail will let me know if this is actually a really good class or not. But natural armor, gaining that way, that is cool. Having a mighty attack that does extra dice damage is cool. So, let's dive in. Well, first off, the dragonkith gains no new proficiencies with weapons, armor, or shields. So only your previous proficiencies carry forward. So here's scales. A dragonkith over time develops crusty scales, the same color as her dragon companion. At 1st level, this protection adds +1 to natural armor bonus to the dragonkith and its natural armor bonus improves by an additional +1 every 3 levels. If the dragonkith already has natural armor as an aspect of the creature's kind, and not from the spell or magic item, this bonus stacks with its existing natural armor bonus. So that's cool. Telepathic Plea. Wherever a dragonkith is, its dragon companion can send an instantaneous telepathic plea for help at any time. No details are provided in this message, other than the dragon is in danger. This communication does not work both ways. The dragonkith cannot alert the dragon. So that's useful story-wise, but I don't see that being useful player-wise as much. Mighty Attack. At 2nd level, once per day, a dragonkith can call upon its dragon's might to deal an extra 1d6 points of damage on a single attack. The dragonkith must decide before an attack is resolved whether it will use its power. If the attack misses, that use of the Mighty Attack is wasted. For every 3 levels beyond 2nd, the damage is increased by another d6. Okay, Mighty Attack sounds a little weak if you can only use it once per day. I would say do once per day per character level. So by 10th level, you can do it 10 times. Or, alternatively, you could do it once per day per character level, and at 10th level, you can do it twice per day per character level. To get 20 times you can Mighty Attack, that would be pretty useful, because that'd be 20 attacks in a day that you would get an extra plus 3d6 damage. Detect Treasure. Once per day, a dragonkith at 3rd level or higher can use Detect Treasure ability. This works like Detect Magic spell, except it senses medium or smaller objects that are worth more than 100 gold pieces. On the first round, the dragon detects the presence of such objects. On the second round, the power reveals the number of objects and locations of each. In each subsequent round, the dragonkith can make an appraise check to estimate the value of one object. That's cool. Energy Resistance. A dragonkith develops an ever stronger resistance to energy associated with its dragon companion's breath weapon. Beginning at 3rd level, it can ignore some damage of the type generated by its dragon's companion's breath weapon. This ability applies to source of energy type other than the dragon companion's breath weapon. Thus, dragonkiths with a red dragon companion gains resistance 5 at 3rd level, effective against fire from any source, and 10 at 7th level and 15 at 9th level. In the case of dragons with multiple breath weapons, the dragonkith gains resistance to one type of damaging breath. I think the resistances could be a little bit stronger, but that said, it's still useful because you're not using a magical item for that. Telepathic Link. At 4th level, dragonkith develops a telepathic link with its companion dragon out to a distance of up to 1 mile. The dragonkith and dragon can communicate telepathically. Because of this link, one has the same connection to an item or place that the other does. For instance, if the dragonkith has seen a room, its dragon companion can teleport into that room as if she had seen it too. Sorceress Knack. At 6th level, the dragonkith acquires the ability to cast a single arcane spell once per day as a sorcerer of its class level. The dragonkith must choose a spell known to its dragon companion, and it must have a charisma score of at least 10 plus the spell level to use the spell by means of Sorcerer's Knack ability. Once the spell is chosen, that decision can never be changed. So that's like sorcerers from 3rd edition D&D, not 3.5 D&D, but 3rd edition D&D. Sorcerers, once they learned their spells for their spell list, that was it. Those were the spells you had for the rest of the game. Now, as you gained levels, you gained new slots, which allowed you to get new spells, but if you learned a spell that was useless to you, you could not exchange that later. Now, as a game master, I probably would have allowed the player to do so, but the rules stated that you only know the spells you know, but you can learn them from other sources. So you pick up a scroll with a spell you've never seen before, you learn how to cast that with spellcraft check, you can add that as one of your spells that you know when you get an available slot. Or if you didn't fill that slot when you gain that level. But it says a single spell once per day. I'd probably allow them to use their charisma modifier if they had a high charisma score. And it'd be their charisma modifier +1 time per day. Just allow them to use it more often. Because remember, in Pathfinder, every class is a lot more powerful. And then the final ability you get that is on the list is Share Spells. At either the dragon or the dragonkith's option, any spell one casts on itself also affects the other. The two must be touching at the time. If the spell has a duration other than instantaneous, the spell stops affecting them if they move further than 100 feet apart. The spell's effect will not be restored even if they return to each other before the duration would otherwise have ended. The dragon and the dragonkith can share spells even if the spells normally do not affect creatures of their respective types. So that can be useful. It's not the best, but it's not the worst by any means of abilities you could get. I think the worst thing is, other than this dragon never improves with you, because in the course of your adventuring, that dragon's going to be a dragon of its size the whole time. The feats you need to get in are the other downside, alertness and endurance. They're just not that beneficial for a regular player. I wouldn't change it though, because that makes this a prestige class. If you really want it, you need to take those. So, this is the dragonkith. If you have any opinions on it, put it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Until we all game again, guys.